Hello, I'm Scott Hayden for EdTech UK, and this is the fifth and final documentary exploring innovative and interesting methods using technology in education throughout the UK.
Blended learning covers a range of different approaches to delivery, but what they all have in common is a combination of face-to-face and online delivery.
In this documentary, we spoke to Peter Kilcoyne at Heart of Worcester College about his role as an ILT director and how he has enhanced and spread great information and tools about blended learning.
Our mainstream approach is called SOLAR, which stands for Scheduled Online Learning and Assessment. We use this on all of our full-time Level 2 and Level 3 vocational courses. At Level 2 it's a minimum of 30 hours per year, and at Level 3 a minimum of 60 hours per year. SOLAR is timetabled in 1 hour slots, and during that time students work in our learning centres, working through highly structured activities on a Moodle course that involves online learning resources, online learning activities using Moodle activity tools such as forums, journals, glossaries, databases, etc., and online assessments using the Moodle assessment tools. How College is simply a blended learning college. It's in our DNA, so it's in all of our strategy. It's on all of our courses at Level 2 and above. All of our delivery involves blended learning. I think one of the key things that I'd like to say is that we see partnership as a key part of our development of blended learning. And over the last few years we've worked with many other colleges. A number have adopted our SOLAR model, and more recently in the last year we've set up something called a Blended Learning Consortium, where colleges are working collaboratively to co-develop online learning resources. And presently this has 59 member colleges who are all contributing to this development process. Blended learning brings a number of benefits with it. Firstly, I think most importantly, and in some ways more important than the actual content that learners are engaging with, is the process and how they develop both independent learning skills and improve their digital literacy skills. It brings to the organisation some efficiency savings, which in a challenging funding environment really is important, and it also brings a lot of flexibility, particularly when you move into blended learning on higher education courses, where that learning can occur outside the college much more easily than it would do on the Level 2 and Level 3 courses. Introducing blended learning is very challenging, and we had to deal with a number of practical issues in implementing it when we first started down this route. I think the most important ones are around staff skills, confidence, understanding of what blended learning is, and addressing those in your early initial planning is crucial. I think you need to talk to teachers, managers, support staff, students, to see what their understanding of blended learning is, to see how they feel blended learning is best going to work. Then lots of planning, lots of strategic planning on what it's going to look like, how it's going to be implemented, what changes you're going to have to make in the college, what support you're going to need. Absolutely crucial is a lot of CPD, particularly for the teaching staff, around VLE skills, finding content, using content, developing online assessments, developing online activities, and ensuring that the support is there. And in our college we have 5 FTEs of blended learning advisors. Primarily these are ex-teachers with good VLE skills who support the curriculum teams in building and developing the online learning.
If you've missed any of the other documentaries, go back, have a look at documentary 1, myself, Scott Hayden from Basingstoke College of Technology, looking at social media. Documentary 2 was at Sparsholt College with Martin Simmons and Ursula Bailey talking about gamification. Documentary 3 was at Reading College with James Keefe looking at Google Apps for Education. Documentary 4 was with Jamie Smith at South Staffordshire College looking at learner analytics and big data. And of course documentary 5, the fifth and final documentary, was this with Peter Kilcoyne looking at blended learning. That's it then. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Ian Fordham, the CEO and my boss at EdTech UK, for giving me this opportunity to present this series of documentaries. Ty Goddard, the chair of EdTech UK, thank you very much for your support and kind words throughout this project. And thank you to BCOT, Anthony Bravo and Jackie Grubb and Jim Lynn in particular for giving me the time and support to create this series for EdTech UK. And one last thank you to Moonlit Digital, Jack Aling in particular, video production expert, and his colleagues Billy Sachs-Dixon and Ryan Bowles for editing all the documentaries and for being so professional and brilliant throughout the 5 documentaries. I'm Scott Hayden then for EdTech UK, signing off. Thank you.